Okay, I thought that I'll just do a very brief video. Okay, and but what's gonna happen anyway? In the description below, in the link below, I'm gonna leave the link to the last book I actually got published, which was that was in 2021. Okay, I'll just put the link there for those who are interested in these things. Yeah, you can actually you can actually go through the books for yourself, and at least, yeah, you don't need to always watch the videos. You can actually just have that. Anyway, the title of that book is actually Yahweh, the Darkness of Light. Okay, so you can also Google that, but the link's going to be in the description. So, and that was like 2 years ago. Okay, so that's why when I say I didn't just wake up and start making these videos, yes, because my first book in print was in 2008, and that was on the person of Melchizedek. That was 2008. That's a long time ago, you know. But anyway, let's keep all of that on the side. I just thought I'd mention that because I was, chatting with someone, and I mentioned that okay, I'll do that, but that's fine. Okay, I just want to talk about something very brief today. Okay, and I'll make it brief. Okay, because I know that, like I said earlier, and like I've said most times, most of us we are not ready for these things, but it doesn't matter. And just so we understand, I make these videos, like I said, I do them for posterity. That's the reason I'm doing it, so that when I leave this world, when I'm asked what I did with what I was asked to do, at least I can say, okay, I made these videos to get the word out there. Fine. That's the main reason why I'm doing the videos. But like I said previously, I prefer to live a quiet life, and I don't need to do all of this. But I'm doing this because it's a duty that's been given to me. So that's it. So anyway, I just want to talk about something very briefly. I'm going to be talking about faith. Okay, what is faith and what faith is not. Um, According to the King James, in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1, it says that faith is the substance of things hoped for. It says, and the evidence of things not seen. Right? I'll be reading this now from the NIV. It says, now faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. It says, this is what the ancients were commended for. The ancients, they were commended for their faith. But let's look at it from let's look at it from the King James, when it says that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. I like to tell people when I speak with people about this, I like to say that there are two definitions of faith. You know, so when it says faith is the substance of things hoped for, and it is the evidence of things not seen. So what is faith then? If it says it is a substance of things hoped for, in other words, faith is what brings to manifestation that which you hope for. That's what that would mean when he says it is a substance of things hoped for. It is faith that brings to manifestation or to fruition that which you have hope for, right? I believe Paul did say that what man hopes for what he already has, right? Yeah, if we hope for something we do not have, then be with patience, we wait for it. So my point now is this: based on the first definition of faith, it says that faith is the substance of things hoped for. It is faith that actually gives birth, okay, or makes manifest that which we have hope for and that which we still hope for. Okay, it's like we live with the hope of the resurrection, right? Yeah, it is faith. It is our faith that brings us to that. That's what I'm trying to say. So when it says that it is the evidence, faith is the evidence of things not seen. It's like someone asking me. Let's say an atheist asks me now, "Where's my evidence of God?" My faith is my evidence of God. When it says that it is the evidence of things not seen, the fact that I believe, okay, in a God, okay, proves that there is a God. Why? Because I already believe in God. It's like saying gravity doesn't exist. You understand? Gravity doesn't exist, but it's keeping you on the ground. Why? Why? What will we? What do we come to? What conclusion do we come to with that? The observable effect of gravity is that we are walking. That's the observable effect. Even if gravity cannot be seen, the effect of gravity is felt. It is present with us. So it is with faith. You understand? And so it is with the existence of the gods. You understand? I like to use it like that. Why? Because in the books when it says Elohim, Elohim is plural, simple. So it's not talking about one God. I don't even know where we got all that from. When Jesus came speaking about the Father. Have you asked yourself a question? Where did Jesus get the word Father from? Where? Someone would say, and someone would like to say that, oh, because he's the Son of God. No, not that. No, far from it. If you read in the book of digressing, but it's fine. If you read in the book of Isaiah, chapter 61, okay, which is his mission, that's what he stated was his mission, right? I didn't plan to come here, but that's fine. Let's just go with it. Go with the flow. If you read in Isaiah 61, I'm going to 51. Read in Isaiah 61, he said, the Spirit of the Lord, of the sovereign Lord, is upon me, because he has anointed me, anointed me to preach good news, glad tidings to the poor. Okay? He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted. It says to proclaim freedom for the captives. Our previous video, the last one, I did say that humans are captives on earth. That's the fact. I mean, take away every other thing. What sense does it make to even be in this world? Take away every other thing, and then you see that it's just a cycle that we keep doing every day. We are born, we grow, we leave. Our kids come, they grow, they leave, and that'll tell you that this was not the plan. Yeah, because Yahweh kidnapped Adam and Eve and brought them to the earth, and He had no plan anyway for them. So anyway, back to what we're saying. I was talking about where do we think that Jesus got the word Father from. Okay, so when you read all of this, it says this is his mission now, right? So he says, "Oh, he has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim freedom for the captives, release from darkness for the prisoners, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all who mourn and provide for those who grieve in Zion." That is his purpose. You understand? I'm just doing a recap from the last time, the last video. That is his purpose. But for us to really understand where Jesus got that from, I said, based on the last video, I said it was said in heaven at the time he was born on earth and at his resurrection. It says, to us a child is born. Why? Yes, the God said so. And yes, God is not a hermaphrodite. That is BS. Just keep it separate from us, okay? God is male, the father, and female, the mother. The father is king, the mother is queen. That is Elohim, okay? And there's a priest who is Melchizedek, the one who holds the title Melchizedek. I like to assume that Melchizedek is male. It's all an assumption because we do not know. But based on what is written in the books, we know that yes, the title is the name Melchizedek is a title. It's not an actual name. So we don't even know the name of the priest. It's just the title Melchizedek. Now, for those who, okay, let me read this verse. So it says, for to us a child is born, to us a son is given. It says, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father. This is where Jesus got that from. When he came and he started referring to God as Father. Everlasting Father. He knew that this was a prophecy about himself, but he is referred here as Everlasting Father. Then what closely follows it? Prince of Peace, right? He refers here. So what am I trying to say? Let's go back so I don't digress far. So what am I saying? What am I saying is this. See, faith, okay. What is faith? Me telling you that as you watch this video, you are not alone. And I am not alone. There's a ghost with me. That is faith. Why? Paul says in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7. He says we live by faith, not by sight. We walk by faith, not by sight. In other words, faith is the conscious knowing. It is an awareness. You understand? That this is on the based on the second definition of faith, not the first one. Like I said, there are two definitions of faith: the substance of things hoped for. That's not what I'm talking about now. I'm talking about the evidence of things not seen. That's what I'm talking about. So there are two separate definitions of faith. Okay, it is not one. When it says in Hebrews 11, 11 verse 1, when it says that now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Now we are speaking about the evidence of things not seen. We are not talking about the substance of things hoped for. Okay, so let's continue there. So when it says that faith is the evidence of things not seen, when I speak to you and I tell you that there's a ghost that's with me, okay, that the spirit of truth is present with me, even as you watch this. That is an expression of faith. That is the evidence of things not seen, that are not plain to the human eyes. If you're going to walk this path of the Christ and his call, if you're going to walk upon this path, you must learn to live by faith. Okay, it says the ancients were commended for their faith. They were commended. You must learn to live by faith. When I say that, you have to learn to command the spirits. Let me explain something to you. When you see a man who is clinically insane, okay, that man is possessed by a demon. You understand? By a spirit, still an angel anyway, fallen angel, because we just classified them as angels and demons. What we call demons are actually angels who have fallen. And then also there are those who, the children of the giants, those who the children of the, I say the children of the giants, the giants who were children of the union between angels and women. And then, of course, we don't know how long those giants live. It doesn't matter. Of course, those giants also had children of their own who were also giants, male and female. Now, those guys, they drowned in the flood, right? They drowned in the flood. They are terrestrial spirits because they are born on earth. They cannot ascend to heaven. So those ones are also here on earth with us. So just as me telling you that the spirit of truth is beside me, okay, as I speak these words, it is the same thing that you need to understand that these people, these fallen angels, and these children, the offspring of the union between angels and women, they roam the earth. Those ones are actually terrestrial spirits, even though their fathers are celestial, their fathers are angels. They were born on earth, so they cannot even ascend to heaven. That's the fact. Okay. So those ones also roam the earth. All of these people have been made subject to the man that is in Christ. That's what I want you to understand. When Jesus says that, do not rejoice that the spirits are subject to you, he knows what he's talking about. What does it say prior to that? It says, the disciples came back and they were rejoicing, and they say, master, even the demons are subject to us in your name. And then he said to them, do not rejoice that the spirits are subject to you. He said, rather rejoice that your names are written in heaven. What am I trying to tell you? See, for you to practice this thing, you must understand the second definition of faith properly. When it says that it is the evidence of things not seen, I'm not talking about the first one now. The first one is faith being the substance of things hoped for. That's not what I'm talking about. It's like you pray to God and say, oh Lord, I want a house, or Lord, I want whatever it is. You understand? You pray in faith, and then you believe that you're going to receive that, right? That's a separate thing from what I'm talking about now. What I'm talking about now is the evidence of things that are unseen. You understand? This level of faith, okay, is the level at which you would need to practice, okay, before you can actually hold command of that which you cannot see. It's beautiful. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just beautiful. Okay, but anyway, that's just what I'm trying to tell you. You need to understand that there are two kinds of faith, okay? One, the substance of things hoped for, okay, being faith, and then the evidence of things not seen. What we are talking about, okay, we are speaking about the evidence of things not seen. That is the faith that I'm talking about. That is the faith that you need to move up to. That is the level of faith that you need to operate at. Because it is that faith that will make you speak, okay, and you will see the spirits obey you. Because that faith is the evidence of the unseen. It's the evidence of the invisible. Okay? So what I just want you to do is this. Go and study the books, okay? Read, understand these two definitions of faith and know how you can apply them because they work in different scenarios and they're applicable for separate situations. But what we are talking about now is the evidence of things not seen, not the substance of things hoped for. Okay? So leave the first definition, that is for the smaller, the lower level. If you're gonna move up, you must start to understand the evidence of things not seen, that level of faith. Okay, so that's that. So anyway, I just thought I'd put this out there, and yeah, I didn't want. I know that the last video was too much, so I don't want to throw so much out there because not many may be able to handle these things anyway. So I just thought I'd come down a bit and make it plain. But that's that. So I'm gonna leave the link there in the description. The link to my last published book which I did. And it's funny because I've never even said my name on any of these videos, but you'll find that in the books. And that should tell you something that I actually do not even want to make these videos, but it's a duty I've been given to do. So I've do it. At first, I've been writing since, like I said, the first book I published was in 2008. I have a few books in print. Yeah, but that's what I love to do because I study this thing. So I just write on the side. So that's that. Anyway, so you guys take care. I hope you've had a wonderful week so far, and I'll meet you guys again. Okay, next week. Okay, so ciao, bye. Yeah, bye bye.